A new docuseries called FBI True premieres tonight on CBS. Each episode takes viewers into some of the most impactful cases in FBI history through the eyes of the agents who were there. Tonight's episode details a 2013 case out of Alabama known as the boy in the bunker case.
I was in bed asleep and my BlackBerry started going off, and all we were told was that there was a little boy who'd been kidnapped and a bus driver had been killed, and there was a note.
Wow. Joining me now over Zoom are the executive producers, Craig Turk and Ann Began. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Of course. Now, first, I want to get into your backgrounds a little bit. Craig, you created the popular CBS drama FBI, which is amazing. And Ann, you are a former agent yourself. Tell us more about how you both ended up creating this docuseries.
So Ann and I worked together on the scripted series, FBI. And I think clicked immediately, formed a great partnership. And as I was researching the scripted series and hanging around with Ann and her friends, I started to realize, when FBI agents are talking to each other, it's a whole different language. It's a whole different rhythm. And at a certain point, once we got the scripted show off the ground and I turned to each other, we thought, we should do that too, because that's a really privileged look inside the FBI in a way that no one's done before.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, so many people have questions and it's kind of a quiet world. So this would be a really interesting way to look into it. Now, each episode features FBI agents sitting down with fellow agents to tell their personal experiences with these cases over drinks. So how did you choose this format for the series?
Well, as Craig was researching the scripted show, part of the experience I thought was important for him is to get to meet agents outside of the office, outside of the conference room, the boss peering around the corner, seeing what's going on in there. And so I set up some dinners and some drinks so that he could hear agents speak to one another. The tie would loosen up and the shirt sleeve would roll up a little bit. And they really spoke differently to each other. And we thought that was something really unique that we should capture.
No, it definitely is. Even just hearing that setup, you're like, I wonder how that's going to look. Now, we showed a little preview in the beginning, of the segment. Tell us more about tonight's case.
So tonight's case is, I think, one of the greatest untold stories of the FBI. As you said, it's called The Boy in the Bunker. And just to set the stage for you, school bus filled with children. A man walks onto the bus, shoots and kills a bus driver in front of these kids, pulls a 5-year-old boy off of the bus and takes him down to this specially prepared bunker that he's been building. And the clock starts ticking. And, you'll get to see the FBI Behavioral Analysis Unit in action. You'll get to see the FBI Hostage Rescue Team in action. And the stakes just cannot be higher.
Wow. What are some of the, oh, I'm sorry. Ann, were you saying something?
I'm just going to add, it's a true thriller in every definition of the word, and an example of good versus evil, with good prevailing, and it's really something that people, I think, are going to just be blown away by. It's an amazing, captivating story.
And what are some of the other cases the series dives into?
We're really proud to feature an incredible array of stories. There are serial killers and there are spies, there are terrorists. We're going to do the Boston Marathon bombing in a way that people have never seen before. We have the agents who are involved in Ruby Ridge who have never spoken publicly before. We're really proud to be able to feature what Ann calls these rock star agents, and also some of the biggest FBI cases that you thought you knew about and didn't, and some cases like tonight's The Boy in the Bunker that you can't believe you've never heard about.
Well, Craig and Ann, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and I'm so glad you're doing this, because not only is it compelling, but also I think we all learn something every time we see something like that, when these are true stories. So thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Again, FBI True premieres tonight at 9 o'clock on CBS 2. You can also watch the premiere live and stream episodes anytime on Paramount+.